What's going on, everybody? This is A.J. and I am coming to you with another video. And man, listen, a lot of stuff I gotta tell you all. But first off, it is cold outside. Yo, how is the weather gonna be 5 degrees but feel like a -3? That doesn't even make sense. But I digress. Listen, it has been a very, very interesting last couple of weeks. It really has. And I'm not going to get into everything. Maybe a week ago, and yeah, not even maybe, a week ago, I had to go to the emergency room. I could not breathe, point blank. Couldn't breathe at all. The day before, I went to an appointment, felt fine, went to my appointment, sat at my appointment. On the way back home from my appointment, I noticed that I was having trouble taking deep breaths, and, just chalked it up to the wind, because it was very windy outside, and I figured, I was walking toward the wind, so it was hitting me in my face. So of course it kind of makes you gasp for air every now and then, but I couldn't catch my breath, and when I would try to take a deep breath, my chest would hurt. So I came home and I told my wife, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna see what this is. I'll feel better in the morning. So as the evening progresses, it starts to get worse. Now, when I sit back, it hurt my back, it hurt my chest. I leaned forward, it felt a little better, but it still hurt. Then I would try to take a deep breath after taking a lot of shallow breaths. Wasn't working, hurt. So my wife was like, do you want to go to the emergency room? And I did want to go to the emergency room, but it was late, and we know how emergency rooms are. You're there for hours upon hours, and it was already like after 5 p.m. So I'm like, no, if I don't feel better in the morning, then I will go to the emergency room. So the next day came, I had my early breakfast, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just go to the emergency room. And my wife hadn't been feeling well for a few weeks either. So I was like, we'll both go and check in, which we did. So after a few tests, I explained to them what happened the day before with me not being able to catch my breath, and how my chest and my back was hurting when I was leaning back, and it felt a little better leaning forward, but it was still hurting, and I couldn't take a deep breath, and they were asking me all these questions, and I had to do an echocardiogram. They did a sonogram of my chest. They did an EKG, and I'm sitting and just waiting, and then they come back with huge smiles on their faces, and they're like, we got it. And I'm like, what? Like, they're seriously celebrating. So basically, I was diagnosed with idiopathic pericarditis. What that is just inflammation that develops around the heart. So the pericardium is like this small, tiny sac that is around the heart, that kind of outlines the heart to protect the heart. That small sac of mine is inflamed severely, and that causes the chest pains and all the other symptoms that I was having. So they say that it's idiopathic because we don't know how I got it. Usually people get it from a virus. That's my cat, if you hear my cat. Usually people get it from a virus, from a cold. They usually have a fever or whatever, and then like this big cough for a while, and then after that, they develop pericarditis, and then they will call it something else. It'd be another word instead of idiopathic, but idiopathic means that it just came on suddenly. with nothing before it. So I now have a heart condition. Not severe. They did put me on medications. I'm on 3 different medications, and I have to take them for 90 days. And, you know, I was listening to what they had to say, and I'm like, you know what? I just have to roll with everything. And then the head of cardiology said something to me that just like devastated my whole world. So you all know that I have been having physical challenges, whether it was my shoulder, whether it was my knee, and I had surgery on both, or if I was recovering from some kind of gender affirming surgery or whatever. I hadn't been able to go to the gym and work out the way I wanted to. And then when I was able, it was a light workout, not to stress anything out. So I really hadn't been working out the way I wanted. And especially since this is bulking season, it is crucial for me to work out because I'm eating a lot more carbs. So I had to kind of lessen the amount of carbs that I was eating because I wasn't really working out to the extent that I would usually. And that was, again, because of the surgeries and the physical ailments that I was having, especially with my shoulder and my knee. And I'm still recovering from my knee. It's still a little stiff, but it's way better than before. And I was doing lower body. I'd recently gone back to the gym, just starting lower body with lighter weight. So the cardiologist told me some of the things that I had to stay away from, and he said no gym for 3 months. That crushed my whole world because I just started going back to the gym, and it really helps my mental health to be in the gym. Yeah, I can't go. So I am just like, and I told my therapist, like, I'm in this like little bottle, and I can't seem to get out. I want to work out. And since I can't, it's like I don't have an outlet for all of the things that are going on. I have no way of letting it loose, like with all the medical stuff, with all the physical stuff, with everything with school. I just started back at school in the master's program. That's a whole nother story. I'll get back to that in another video. I have no outlet. The gym used to be my outlet. Swimming used to be my outlet. I can't do any of that right now for 3 months. So it is rough, people. It is a challenge. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. It's like, it's one thing after another. So now, and I've been kind of joking about it. And I was telling people, with the slightest things, like, no, I can't do it. I have a heart condition and I'm not going to do it, but it's a real thing. Like, I have a heart condition right now. Though it's mild, it's still a heart condition. Like, I literally cannot allow my heart rate to go past 100 beats per minute. I cannot go past 100. Because what will happen is that will cause friction between my heart and the pericardium, and don't want that friction, because that can cause, again, the chest pain and the not being able to breathe and probably some other problem that will bring up something else, and I don't want that. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. So, like I said, I'm on 3 different medications. The first one is colchicine. And with colchicine, I'm taking ibuprofen every 8 hours. And ibuprofen is not as needed. Like, I have to take it every 8 hours, like clockwork. So I take it 6 a.m., 2 p.m., and then 10 p.m. That is not an exaggeration. It's not whenever I feel pain. It is a must. I have to take it with the colchicine. The colchicine, I take one in the morning, one in the evening, and then I take protonics once in the morning. So it is, I have now become the medication guy. Like, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So, yeah, you know, I just wanted to share that update. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, and the rest of what I have to tell you all, I will tell you in another video. But I just wanted to give you all an update on this, just to let you all know why I didn't do a video last week. You know, it took some processing. I had to sit and process this because I'm like, that's my heart. Like, what happened? Like, I didn't have a fever. I didn't have a cold. I had no virus. I had no cough. Now I have a cough, and I can feel the cough. It is a dry cough, and it just comes out of nowhere, and I can feel it, like, literally in my chest. It feels hollow. It doesn't hurt my throat because the cough doesn't feel like it's coming from my throat. It just feels like it's coming from my chest. So, yeah. I have idiopathic pericarditis. But stay tuned, because like I said, I have to deal with this for 3 months, taking the medication, not being able to work out, not overexerting myself, not getting my heart rate past 100 beats per minute, and all this other stuff. But you know what? I'm going to keep you all updated to tell you of my progress, because I refuse to regress. So stay tuned, because there's going to be more. I guarantee there's going to be so much more happening. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, right? And on top of that, it's cold, man. Like, cold. Cold, cold. Like, I go to walk my dog, and my dog is like, I'm not trying to walk. I just want to pee, poop, and come back in the house. Like, it's that kind of cold. When your dog does not want to play with other dogs or walk around the neighborhood, just want to do business and come back, it is cold. It's too cold for my dog. It's cold. It's so cold, we can't feel the heat. The heat is on high, but because the temperature outside is so freaking cold, we have to literally get close to the heater in order to feel the heat, and the heat's on high. It is cold. Yeah. So, you know, dealing with all of this. But I'm dealing with it, and, you know, my family's supporting me, my wife's supporting me, and, yeah. But anyway, that's my video. That's my update, you all. Please do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I will come back with more videos. If you have any questions, as I always say, if you have any questions about my transition or transitioning in general, hit me up in the comments. If you have any questions about anything regarding anything that is about me, again, hit me up in the comments, and I'll either answer you in the comments or I will do a video about it. So, yeah. Oh, and go check out my other YouTube channel. It's just for the shorts. I put all of my short videos, my short form videos, strictly on that channel, and that is ITS A.A.L.J 6078. It's A.A.L.J 6078. I'll put it in the description below. Go check it out. Like those videos, subscribe to that channel, hit the notification bell. That's where I put my daily short form videos, just to separate these two channels, because this channel is going to be strictly about my life, about my transition, and I want to take the shorts out of it. So, but thank you all for watching the shorts. I get a lot of people watching them, and a lot of people loving the content. So thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for watching this video, and no matter what time of day it is, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, be good. But if you cannot be good, then be good at it. A.J. out, y'all.